This isn't the kind of story I ever imagined myself telling, but it changed everything. Changed me. Changed us. Forever. Nadia and I had been together for nearly 3 years. We shared a home, split the bills, planned for the future. Everything you'd expect from a committed relationship. We weren't flawless, but I believed we were solid. Strong, even. Then one night, out of nowhere, she said something I still hear in my head. It was just an ordinary Tuesday. We were at home, sipping wine, watching a movie. Nothing heavy. Between chatting about work and figuring out what to eat for dinner, she turned to me and said, "Can I ask you something without you getting upset?" I nodded, not thinking much of it. No warning bells. She hesitated, biting her lip, and then it came out. "What would you say if I told you I wanted a one-night pass? With someone else?" I froze. I thought she was kidding. I waited for a smile, a laugh, something to let me off the hook. But none came. Her expression was dead serious. She quickly tried to explain. "It's not that I'm unhappy. I love you. I really do. I don't know. I've never been with anyone but you seriously. And sometimes I wonder. Just one night. No strings. No feelings. Just to get it out of my system." I stared at her, heart pounding, trying to make sense of what I was hearing. There was no yelling. No blowout. I just looked at her and asked, "You really expect me to be okay with that?" "Yes," she said quietly. Her voice was soft, uncertain, like she knew it was a bad idea, but was still hoping I'd understand. So I nodded slowly and replied, "All right. I'll agree, if you agree to one thing." She looked up, eyes full of hope. Then I said it. "I get one night too, with your best friend." Her face turned white. At first, she let out a nervous laugh, thinking I was joking. But when she realized I wasn't smiling, that I wasn't playing around, the panic set in. "You're not serious." "I'm completely serious," I said, calm as ever. "You want something selfish and physical? Fine. I'll match it. Fair's fair." That's when it hit her. What it would really feel like. Me. With her best friend. Someone she trusted. Shared secrets with. Went on trips with. It was too real. Too close. Too much. She started crying. "You're just trying to hurt me," she said through tears. "No," I replied. "I'm giving you perspective, because that's exactly what you did when you asked me that." She left that night. No goodbye. Just slammed the door behind her and vanished. I didn't go after her. I didn't call. I just sat in the silence, and honestly, I wasn't even angry. I felt hollow. Like something I thought was safe had been cracked wide open. The next day, nothing. The day after that, still silence. On the third day, around 8 p.m., there was a knock at the door. She looked like she hadn't slept. Hair a mess, eyes swollen, phone in her hand. But she wasn't using it. She just stood there and said, "Can we talk?" I let her in, said nothing, sat down and waited. She sat across from me, hands trembling, and started to speak. "I was wrong," she said. "I see it now. The second you flipped it on me, I felt sick. I imagined you with her, and I couldn't handle it. I cried all night. I couldn't eat. And that's when it hit me. That's how you felt the moment I said it to you." She paused, tears brimming in her eyes. "I didn't think I was being selfish," she whispered. "But I was. And I'm sorry. I really am." I let the silence settle before answering. "Good," I said finally. "That was the point. Not revenge. Just for you to understand how it felt." She nodded, wiping at her face. Then I said something I hadn't planned. "We're okay. But if you ever bring something like that up again, ever, it's over. No second chances. No conversations. No warnings." She nodded again. "No excuses. No defenses, just raw, quiet honesty. It's been months since that night. We're still together. Maybe even stronger, but different. That moment reshaped us. It changed how we talk to each other, how we listen, and how carefully we guard one another's hearts. People say you should always be honest in a relationship, and I agree. But honesty doesn't mean crossing boundaries and slapping a label on it. Sometimes people confuse curiosity with selfishness, and they only realize the difference when the situation is reversed. That was the night she learned that lesson, and that was the night I discovered that sometimes silence speaks louder than any amount of shouting ever could.